Hello and welcome to Stand Up for Jehovah. Do you remember the old pink songbook? The one that on the front it said, singing and accompanying yourselves with music in your hearts. I always thought the accompanying yourself bit was a bit Bill and Ted. Anyway, I've found out in shocking news today that the song Let's Watch How We Walk has been removed from the Jehovah's Witness catalogue, which would explain why I can't download it into my motivational folder on Spotify. And so I was just wondering, how are Jehovah's Witnesses supposed to know how to be alert and wise now? And then I wondered what else has been removed from the old pink songbook. That song, Let's Watch How We Walk, it was a cult classic, wasn't it? It conformed to the behaviour and the thought element of the bike control model because witnesses were instructed to watch how they walked and watch how they talked, which was 50% of a high control cult element. Well, I got to thinking about all the old songs, and do you remember the old more syllables than notes type song? Oh, you had to be a cunning linguist to get those ones out. Sing to Jehovah, for he has become highly exalted. It was a race to the end, wasn't it, to get all the syllables in before the music ended. Then there were what I called the tricky or unusual words. Satan's wiles, which were not unknown, and written down looked like willies. And there was vaunted, which I can't remember the context of, but I know that we were undaunted by it. The songs were always bragging about things that hadn't happened yet, weren't they? The 7 Gentile times are ended, the kings have had their day. Well, no. I think you'll find all first world countries have democratic votes, don't they? And all the other countries that don't have mature democracies in place have dictatorships. I don't remember any of them having a deity on the voting slip. It's a bit like, reminds me of a King Jong-il doing a song that says, I have defeated America. I've just made that up, by the way, but you can imagine King Jong-il doing a song like that, can't you? Well, listen up, Kim. First of all, you've got the name of a woman, and secondly, America's still there, hasn't been defeated at all. And then there was, ours is the God of true prophecy, what he foretells comes to be. Yeah, like when? 1889, 1918, 1919, 1925, 1975. What he foretells comes to be? Grow up! He hasn't foretold a single thing yet that's come to be. Just singing it in a jolly sea shanty doesn't make it true, does it? Oh dear. Then there was the favourite of mine, the half rhyme, move and love, which admittedly written on paper look like they should rhyme, but when you come to singing them you have a choice, don't you? Do you go move loove or do you go move love? On balance, we all plumped for move loove, didn't we? Because move doesn't even sound like a word, even though it does rhyme with love. And it was a bit more American, wasn't it? Move and loove. Whereas up north we'd go, all right, love. And then we wouldn't go, move, because that was like an abbreviation of mother. And the other half rhyme, righteousness and happiness. Oh, come on. That is just lazy. You can take any word and end it in nurse and then say it rhymes. It doesn't rhyme just because you've ended it in nurse, in the same way that rhymes ending in ud rhyme. Oh, well, maybe they do. I don't know. And then there were those songs that made you feel ever so slightly told off, weren't there? I refer you back to Sing to Jehovah, for he has become highly exalted. Now, I don't know what it is about that song, but you do sort of feel like you're being ever so slightly told off, like if you don't sing to him, he'll kill you because he's a super killy god. But if you do sing to him, well, yes, that's what you should have been doing anyway, because he's become highly exalted. And the music is sort of ever so slightly ticky off. I didn't really like the ticky offy songs. They made me feel naughty, and really I wasn't naughty at all. I liked more the ones that romped along in a happy fashion. Do you remember that song that it kind of started off really slow? And then it went really quick. And then it went really slow again. It was sort of like, ain't it awful, Daily Mail crap, but Jehovah's going to make everything happy, and he's going to solve all the problems, the Sky Fairy. It was really embarrassingly nonsensical to sing, where it went fast and slow. And which one was your favourite? Be honest. When you opened the song at the end of the meeting, were you happy to see a one-pager that had 3 verses or a 2-pager that had 2 verses? It really depended if the 2-pager with 2 verses was a slow one, didn't it? Because if it was a slow one, it went on forever. And ever so occasionally, you got a 2-pager with 3 verses. And in my head, I thought, oh, fuck off. 2 pages, 3 verses. That's more than the human body can stand at the end of a meeting. And did you ever have this? I distinctly remember this happening. Sometimes, if the meeting had rabbited on a little bit longer than it should have, I swear to God, I'm sure the conductor said, well, brothers, as we have gone on a little bit, we'll just sing the last verse. Yes! The last verse! Get it over with! Come on! Back of the net! I don't think that happened much after the 70s, but back in the 70s when Kingdom Hall was a bit more of a free-for-all, we genuinely, I swear, we just sang the last verse sometimes. But now it's all gone a bit rigid and sing all the verses and be miserable and be ticked off and stick the half rhymes in. And, oh, I don't know. I don't even like the new song. There's a new songbook that I haven't even seen. I'm that ancient. So thank you for having a little romp through the pink songbook with me. And thank you for listening to Stand Up for Jehovah.